Y'all already know what time it is. Y'all know what time it is. And I'm just kidding. What's up, y'all? This is your boy, your trustworthy realtor, your Baptist Pentecostal Church of God realtor. I was playing. I ain't know that. Yeah, if y'all know me, I know I don't do that. But welcome back. Let's talk real estate. This is your guy, Darian Cole from Century 21 and Vision, here with another night with great folks that I've been able to meet while being a part of Century 21 and Vision. And I'm telling you, I believe this is going to be an awesome chill night. I feel like you guys can learn a lot. Y'all know me. I ask questions that's needed to make sure that you guys are learning the best possible information that you can learn. I really just want you guys to chill, relax, and enjoy the show and ask as many questions as you want. Y'all know me. This is, interactive type of show where you can be able to ask the questions that you have questions, you've been wanting to ask realtors about. And I feel like, this platform is giving an opportunity to do so. So without further ado, I'm gonna introduce some of my guests that I have, and we gonna get this show on the road. All right, now I got a lot of things going on here. I really do. I got a lot of things going on, and one of the things going on is that I ain't never ever had a $15 million person. Like, I'm just being honest. I never had a $15 million person on the show that I know of. Okay, but I'm gonna keep my cool because I'm gonna chill out. But I got someone who, since I've been able to talk to her and get to know her, has been an awesome person, full of information. And I'm about to tell you why. That she is a hard worker, grinding out there to get things done. She specializes as a buyer's agent, listing agent, relocation, probate, and so much more. She's been in real estate for 14 years. Some people don't even make it a first year in real estate, but for 14 years, she's been doing this thing. She's known to be a great person for buyers, sellers, renters, and other agents to take the profession to the highest level of quality and services. Okay, she's combined impeccable judgment with knowledge of real estate and financial markets in Maryland and DC. All right. She also understands the special needs of buyers, sellers, and renters, and have a gift. Somebody say gift in the church. So I was playing. Has a gift, okay, of matching remarkable homes with remarkable lives, okay? She has been successful in real estate transaction, and every client has benefited from personal attention and very reliable advice, okay, y'all? She's committed to making sure that every detail of every sale goes smoothly, and we know how unsmoothly it can get sometimes, but she takes that weight, okay? And she sees that everything is done to the satisfaction of all of her clients, okay? She is the top producer. She's got an award. I wish I was there, but, I had to work. Somebody say work. But she is the top producer in Port George's County for the last 5 years. By giving, oh my God, $15 million in sales in 2021. Let me breathe on that for a second. Okay. So guys, without further ado, I always get her name wrong, but tonight I'm going to get it right. If I get it wrong, God forgive me. But we're going to introduce at this moment. See, I told you I was going to forget it. What's going on? Shit. Say it for me.
Chathan.
See, I always read it wrong. I don't know why. Chathan. Ladies and gentlemen.
It's okay.
Harvin, y'all.
Hello, everybody.
All right. My next guest. All right. Now, I ain't going to get her name wrong. But my next guest, she is an awesome person as well. She is so bubbly and full of fire and ready to serve at any time, any moment. All right. She considers herself a matchmaker when it comes to the industry by merging her love for fine homes and interior design. Yeah, she does interior design. Look her up. All right. And she also follows her opportunity to offer her clients the best of both worlds. Okay, prior to joining the real estate industry in 2009, Nikki spent 20 years, okay, in the field of personal property and facility management. Okay, with the federal government. They ain't no joke. She making money. All right, and Nikki understands patience is virtue. Okay, so you got to have patience in this kind of industry, and has a heart for serving others. She's very personable, prides herself on being exceptional and having exceptional customer service. Okay, so without further ado, let me add to you Miss Nikki Britt.
Hi, Nick.
Hey, everyone. Well, good evening.
Now, ladies and
There is so
gentlemen,
funny. So
there
funny.
there is one more person that will be joining us. He's handling some business right now, so give him some time, and when he come in, we'll explode the place. Okay, but y'all know I like y'all on time to be on time, so I don't have y'all out here just looking like boo boo the fool. But
Right.
how y'all doing, ladies? How y'all doing?
We doing
We're
good.
good. We're good.
I'm so thankful that y'all are joining me tonight. I know it's been a work night. I know there's been a long day. I know this is just, and with us, we always on the grind. There's no rest sometimes. So we got to get stuff done. And I just want to personally thank both of you guys, well, all three of you, when y'all get on, just for, accompanying me for this actual mission of reaching out to our people, trying to give them the best information possible, and also spreading the love of each other, because that's what it's all about in this
That's
world,
right.
especially just to be able to hook up with one another, get things done. Amen.
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 so
Amen.
so um I just want to, hey, hold on. I got, what's up, brother Benny? Hey, see, I got a crowd already. Is it because they ladies? All right, now get yourselves together. I've been doing this for a while, so now I was kidding. Um, so
Good evening.
I just want to start off some things, because I know everybody has a different story, and I know I kind of read briefly you guys' bio, but coming from heart to heart, why did you guys really get into real estate? As being a realtor, wanting to sell homes, we know this is not the easiest industry. We know that we deal with millions of dollars, hundreds of dollars, going through our hands of contracts, and anytime, any moment, something bad can happen. It can all fall on us. That's a huge risk that most people, it's like almost taking a bullet for the president. And Lord knows I would never do that. So why this industry? Why now? Why you guys doing what you guys claim to love to do? And I'll shout, with Nikki if you like, or Chathan. I got it right.
Go ahead, Nick.
Yes. Okay, so for me, I'll say this. I think I've always had a heart to serve. That's number one. I've always loved interior design. I actually went to school for interior design. So as time progressed, I am a dual agent. Let me say that. And what a dual agent means is that I do work a full-time job, and then I also do real estate. But I love people. I love serving. And I just felt, that part of my interior design, I'm like, why not merge that with real estate? And we know that when it comes to real estate it's not only a lucrative business, but you can build generational wealth, and that's the biggest thing, And it can really change people's lives, Having Chathan as my mentor, I'll say that I've watched her, and Darian, let me clarify something. That's 18 million, not 15. Okay.
I ain't say that.
Oh, that might have been a little typo. I don't know, but because it's hard work. It's hard work, and I've watched her grind. So I just had to put that disclaimer out there. But again, just my love for people and wanting to merge the two, luxury homes and interior design. So that's pretty much my spiel.
Awesome.
Well, my thing is, I became a single parent at a young age, and I wanted something where I can be able to take care of me and my daughter. So I got into real estate, and once I got into it, I was like, "Oh, this is like what I really like. This is my passion." So when I used to show houses in the beginning, they would be like, "Am I buying the house or you buying the house?" Because I would be like, "Oh, this is nice," or da 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 da, And so it became my passion. And then when I was be able to help people and see them smile at settlement, that really warmed my heart. And so that's what really got me into it. And I've been a full-time agent for 3 years. I left my full-time job to do this. So it has to be something that I'm passionate about. And I'm very passionate about. So I had to make it work for me. So that's what I'm doing.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Because a lot of people don't even know what they want until they actually are in the middle of a crisis sometimes. And for us to like really catch up, we're like, yeah, this is it. This is that niche. Because I know when I was, thinking about, because I honestly wasn't even thinking about real estate, but I know I wanted to invest. I saw these homes. It was beautiful. I'm like, yo, what is it about homes that make me tingle,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
seeing a certain type of wood, seeing the chandelier, seeing even the front door. I'm like, ooh, who made the front door like this? So that mindset is like just curved me to be able to say, you know what, I think I want to be an investor. And then my brother, he was like, yo, why don't you just go ahead and get your license so we can put both sides in? I'm like, hey, let's do it.
Yeah.
So as a quick, I guess I'm gonna say quick jab. How many times y'all take the test?
Oh
Before you became
gosh,
a realtor?
6.
I lost
6.
count. I was stressed.
6. I was going every 3 days. They say you go every 3 days. I was going every 3 days till I passed on the 6th time. I passed the state on the first, but the national I could not get. I had to go 6 times.
Darren, that's
Man,
a great
for me.
question. Listen, that's a great question because, like Chathan said, same for me. I'm licensed in DC, so passed the state part with no problem. But that national, yeah, I was like, you know what? I don't know if I'm gonna do this. I cry and I cry. I said, but I gotta do it. I gotta do it. So I know I didn't pay how many back then. It was what, $67. I spent so much money. But I will say this: I have made up for that. But
yes,
yeah.
It was no joke. The reason why I asked that is because a lot of people don't understand that having a passion for something means you keep going, you keep pushing. Because I'm a type of person that if something's too hard, but I really love it, I'll keep taking them hits until I get there. Okay. And I know, like everybody say, oh, don't talk about God as a realtor. I'm gonna give God all the glory for what He's done for me. That's and me actually being able to even pass that test.
That's right.
And really wanted to give up and be like, you know what, maybe this ain't for me. But then, when I saw, I say, because I see Phil one more time, it's gonna be a problem. It's gonna be a problem. But when I saw pass, I was like,
yes,
them the right 4 letters I'm looking for. And then I was thinking about my beginning stages of me learning this business. It's like, oh, it's becoming that hardship again. It's that mindset of like, well, maybe this ain't for you again. Because I feel like every agent that starts out starts to think that way when things aren't going as much as they planned it to go. But me knowing, that mindset, that ability to do right and do right for yourself, because my whole life I've done everything for everybody else. I've lost a lot of personal funds. I lost a lot of strength and mindset for other people, and I ain't never get paid for it. So I said, well, now's the shit for me.
Yeah.
You got to follow your heart.
Yeah. And what you guys are doing, is always awesome. And just to be able to see you guys, do what you do, it sets a marker for me to be able to keep pushing and see, like, if they could do it, I could do it, and that's how I am at this moment. But let's get more deeper into what we came here to talk about, which is me interviewing you guys and y'all teaching me something. You know what I'm saying?
Let's get into it.
So Chathan, you, as everybody already know, and I'm stand corrected, 18 million in sales. Okay. You have seen the good, the bad, and then some, and a lot of deals in your years of becoming one of the top producers, okay, in this area. As someone who has grinded to be at that level, what are your most effective ways of how you show yourself that, hey, look, I'm that girl that you want, like I'm that one that you want to work with, because my experience, my knowledge, my love for what I do is is impeccable. Like, you have to see me in action. What are your ways of guaranteeing, not necessarily guarantee, because no really guarantee in real estate, but what are your ways of making them feel comfortable to work with you?
Well, I will say this, like you said, I'm that girl. I always tell my husband, I'm that girl. So you want to be with me because I'm that girl, you know. But you know, I just try to make my clients feel comfortable with me. I mean, I'm not gonna close every deal, but I'm gonna close at least 90% of them. And I feel like they can come to me and ask me any question that they want. If I don't have the answer, I'm gonna try to locate the answer. We're gonna work together and get that answer. I'm not gonna just throw you to the wayside. And I always try to make my clients feel as comfortable as possible. You can call me anytime, day or night, you know, and I'm gonna answer your call. I'm gonna answer your text, your email, you know, till we get to the finish line, to the closing table. Once we get to the closing table, we're gonna celebrate. And some of my clients, you know, they are not just clients. Some of them now they be like, "Hi, Aunt Chathan, that's my sister, that's my brother." They be inviting me to stuff. Like I have got invitations to, you know, um, the White House, the dinners. At, you know, doctors invite me to their house. I have gotten so many invitations to things from my clients because now they consider me part of their family. And now I'm part, you know, they're part of my family as well. And every time we have a function at my house, my husband be like, "Oh, which one of your family members coming?" You know, my clients and something. I'll be like, "This one over here, this one over there," but they my family now.
Yeah.
You know, and I love them. And I honestly say I love them. Honestly do.
Yeah.
But I try to make sure every transaction is special. I try to follow it through till the end.
Okay. What about you, Nikki?
Um, you know what, for me, I'm always for the underdog. Let me say that because a lot of times people don't believe that they can purchase a home. So I like to meet a person and reassure them that you hear that the whole thing about, you know, having a home is a dream. Well, it starts off as a dream, but it can manifest into something, you know, big. And a lot of times you got to walk people, you know, hold their hand and walk them through it because it is it's a process. It's the biggest purchase you'll make in your life. And with that, you just want to let people know that you can do this, you know, reassure them that it can be done. You just got to be patient. You got to be willing to listen and learn. But it can be done. It can be done.
Okay. So what do you say to those, and this is for anyone to answer, what do you say to those that has this scary trust for realtors? Because people say, "Oh, you can't trust the realtors. You can't work with them. You can do it on your own." And it's a lot. I heard it a lot in my short amount of time. They was like, "Oh, y'all just fishing. Y'all just want commission. Y'all just, I mean, you gotta get paid." But but what do you say to those that are fishing? Like, are we all really all scammers? Are we really just looking out for us? What do you guys say to the stuff that's out there like that? Because I feel like those that may be listening that have that mindset, like, "Hey, look, a lot of people saying I could do it on my own," and we all know, the cautiousness that you will have to take in order to do that on your own. But look from our side, what advice would you give to them?
Well, I will say this. I don't think you could do it on your own. And it's not about a commission. In 2021, I did 2 probate deals. I mean, 2 deals like I didn't even get paid for. So I don't do it just for the commission. I do it because I want to make people happy. You know what I'm saying? So when I can do 2 deals I ain't getting paid for, and one of them was a $400,000 deal. Come on now. I'm not doing it just for the commission. I'm doing it to make somebody happy because I love to see them smile at the settlement table. That's just me. I mean, some realtors might say, "I'm doing this for the commission. I ain't doing that for free."
Yeah.
Sometimes you gotta take that bullet. Sometimes you do to
Mm-hmm.
make somebody happy, and they'll always remember you for that. So when I did that $400,000 deal for free, guess what? I got 2 referrals off of that, and I got paid off of that. It ain't always about the money all the time. Sometimes you gotta do stuff to make somebody else happy.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. And I
I'm
would say,
always about helping somebody.
you know, again, just reassuring them and being your authentic self. You know, a lot of times for me, I can speak about loss after having a home and losing a home. So you have to connect with the people. Another thing Chathan said too, she's shown me in this business, sometimes when it comes to getting that check, sometimes you got to give a little bit to get that deal done. You may have to give up a little bit of your commission because at the end of the day, you do want that person to be happy. You do want them to remember that, you know what, this woman was willing to give up some of her commission to make sure I got in my house. So that in itself speaks volumes, because again, like she said, it's not always about the money, it's about relationships. And this is what this business is about. It's about building
Right.
relationships. That's it.
That's
That's
right.
And I mean that's what I've always looked at it, because I mean I can't speak for everybody, because there are some crooked ones out there. I've seen them. But the thing is the fact that we have this era of folks that just believe that now all because of a few bad bunches, or all of them are bad, and I always tell folks, like, I've met some really great folks who really love to serve. It's not even about getting paid. I said, but I have to be honest with them. I said, when you do I say sometimes a month, 2 month, 3 month, project on anything, consider doing that for free, all your time, your effort, your gas, your funds, like, think about it. Like, it's not necessarily, I'm giving you and you give to me necessarily a type of deal. It's just the fact that, yeah, I do want something in my hard work that I know that I gave to you, my life, my time, and that's why I try to influence a lot, especially a lot of younger folks that, come out of college. Oh, I'm the smartest now. I can do whatever. And I'm like, dude, like, I had this friend. It's just like, dude, he really feels like everything I'm doing. He said, I don't need all that. I can do it on my own. I make my own contracts. I said, all right. It's his first time talking to somebody. He was like, all right, what this mean? What this mean? I'm like,
Yeah.
Yes, because that contract is no joke.
Yeah.
Yeah, it ain't, but I feel like a lot of people, it's sad to say, got to learn, when they fall, and, we'll be there to help them, to guide them along the way,
Yeah.
So something else I wanted to ask you guys, when you, all right, say you get your client, everything is going great, and let's say this is a listening, situation where you're about to show off a beautiful home. What are your tactics as far as, like, being able to prepare that home for the best, possible buyer that you can, possibly find? As far as open houses, being able to advertise it properly, being able to talk to other agents about it. What are you guys' methods as far as, like, being able to say, look, this is what I do. I'm gonna get this done in this amount of days or whatever. How do you guys work that out?
Nick.
Oh, well, I'll speak from.
I'm sorry, I know it's a long work day. I got y'all.
I'm sorry. I'll speak from a standpoint when it comes to taking a buyer to an actual home that someone else has listed. Really just doing your due diligence. For me, I'll reach out to the listing agent to pretty much just kind of ask them, like, what is your client looking for? If we're willing to submit an offer, because that's important. What are their pain points? Do they really need to hurry up and move? So we kind of know what type of offer to come in at. That's important. I mean, sometimes you could walk into a house and it look nasty. It's a mess. It stink. I done been in a house, it smell like weed. But you got to still look past that, because your client may like the house. So, you got to take the good with the bad when it comes to showing a home. If I've done an open house before. Open house is pretty much, you post your information. You may get some people to come through, you may not, but social media is king right now. So post a video, do that, just always continue to market. That's a big thing, market that property, just, and again, making your client comfortable, because there's a lot of homes you may have to show them before they find the right one. So you gotta be ready. You got to be ready to work. You got to be ready to help them and serve them in any capacity, because that's what it's about. We're not just a realtor, but we're a friend, we're a counselor, we so many things. So
yeah, I learned about that. We got so many titles.
Of course, absolutely, because people do get nervous about that. They really do, and you have to understand that too, and not be pushy either, because it can't be just about the dollar. You have to do this business because you want to do it, you love doing it, and again, you love serving and helping people. It can't always be about the money. The money will come. I don't care what profession you're in. The money will come.
Well, as I do listings, I always try to make sure that the house is nice and clean and smelling good before we even go on the market. I always go past there a couple times to make sure it's decluttered. You don't want no clutter. I get professional pictures taken, and put them online. Like she said, social media is keen these days. So now you got to do TikTok. You got to do reels. You got to be all over the place with this stuff. Now there's like a lot. So you got to post like everywhere. But I always try to make sure when I do my listings that they're nice and clean, smell good, and they look good, honestly. So I always try to do that as a listing agent.
Yeah.
Oh wow, because I was told before the open house, set up some what do you call wallflowers, plug them in and try to let the things smell around a little bit as people walk through. Be like, oh, this smells good. I might actually get this house.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
because when you walk in, you got to picture yourself like, how would I feel living here? That's why you may go in a house sometimes it's stage. You got to give people a vision, because sometimes people don't know. They just want a house, but they don't know how they want to lay out their furniture. All of that
Right.
matters. All of that
Yeah.
matters.
So do you guys do staging or have been somewhere where it was, because I gotta give you a story. So I've been to a house, right?
Mhm.
And this was a house that was in Capitol Heights. Terrible staging. I've never seen staging like this in my entire life. Like I'm talking about one towel on the rack, and and it was damp on top of that. It just like it was like used or something. Like, and then a kitchen with like a picture of some type of light underneath the cabinet. Like it was creative if you was in a playhouse. And I'm like, God bless this whoever is showing the house, because there's no way they said the broker, whoever's told them this was a good idea. This must have been, they must have been in some trials and tribulations during the time they was planning this. But do you guys do staging, or do you think staging is good to show off a house? What are your inputs
Absolutely.
on that?
Oh, of
Absolutely.
course. Yes, very much so. That
Like,
helps
yeah,
the house
do
get
y'all do
sold
the
ahead of
whole
time.
thing? Like, oh, I'm put the bed in here, and put some couches in here. I'm
Yeah,
gonna,
you don't always have to stage the entire home,
okay.
but maybe your primary bedroom, maybe the kitchen. You don't really have to do much to the bathroom, but and it also depends on the size of a home. So if you're selling $1 million home, it may not need a whole bunch of furniture, because the house will sell itself.
Mm-hmm.
And again, you as the agent, if you go into a home and you feel like it's understaged, that's where you come in. Again, reassuring your client, like, okay, well, we can do this, or maybe they did this, but you can switch it up like that. So you have to be creative in this business as well.
So how do you talk to folks that may have a good size of a home, but doesn't look pleasant as in any way or form or fashion? I know there's a lot of homes that really need work done. We get to tell them that it's going to be home inspectors all up and through here. Do you advise them of anything before we put it on the y'all put it on the market, or before someone comes in to look at it, or the paint look like it's peeling and might give me some disease or something like? Do y'all,
What
what's y'all methods on that one?
what it always has to be decluttered. You always
Okay.
have to get that clutter. You can't have stuff just laying all around the baseboards and stuff just laying all around. You know what I mean? So declutter it. No dishes in the sink. Make sure it smells good. Before you even hit the market, because you don't want nobody to come in your house and it's stale smelling and it's just not appealing.
Right.
So always listen to your realtor, because she's going to come in or he's going to come in before it hits the market and say, okay, we need to do this, 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 and that. Always listen to that. Always.
That's what's up, because I told somebody, trying to tell him like, hey, look, your house needs some work done. Like I try to be honest. Like, you can go in the market now, and the way it is, but it's a house down the street. They just fixed it up, and it's selling twice as much as yours in the same, and maybe a little bit less of square footage of yours. So I'm
Yeah.
like, your decision. I'm gonna work
Yeah.
with you, but I try to give
Yeah.
you the best advice.
Mhm.
Yeah. That's true. That's true. That's true.
Because it's I know it's but so much we can do, and you try not to push or shove, like get it together, but I always have a mindset of like giving them the truth, and if they don't want the truth, then we move forward.
Yeah.
So I get that. So um, I wanna go to another mindset here. You guys being a part of Century 21 and Vision. Why Century 21? I'd have my personal reasons, but I want people to know about Reggie. He's not here yet. I don't know if he's coming. Might be busy, but I want people to know about the type of mindset that Reggie sets for us to be able to be better. To be able to challenge ourselves to get more, be more, achieve more. I forgot the motto that they placed this year. I wish I had it. But what? Why did you guys choose Century 21 and Vision to actually go out and do this type of work?
Well, I will say this. I was at two other brokerages before I came to Reggie in my earlier career. And me and Reggie did a deal together. And the way he was on that deal, I was like, dang, he was very informative. I was the buyer's agent, he was the listing agent. And I was like, dang, he's very informative. Like, let me ask him, is he recruiting new agents? And he was like, yeah. But I've been with him for about 11 years now. And I will say he's very informative. The brokerage is very family oriented. Like, I can call any agent if I don't know the answer to something, and I'd be like, "Oh, do you know this?" And they'll answer the phone. They be like, "Chathan, this da 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 da." You know what I'm saying? It's like a family business, and not only that, you know, I feel good about being there. When I walk in the office, to come in the office, to meet Nick sometime, I just be like, I like the feeling. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's nothing like walking into an office and it gives you that good feeling. Like, I walked into office and everybody they just looking and ain't speaking and all that, but everybody embrace you. You know what I'm saying? So it's like a family. And I love Reggie as a broker. I really do. I can call him any hour and I'll be like, Reggie, da da da. And he'll always try to help me.
I know he gets out of me.
But I have like three guys in the office. I always call Reggie, Corey, and Tyrone. Like,
Yeah.
this, da da da. But they always answer the phone. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So I consider them my family.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know
Oh,
what I'm saying?
yeah. Definitely
And I ain't
family.
going nowhere. I mean, you can hang your license anywhere, but at the end of the day, you know, it's it's about how you feel. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I can hang my license at any brokerage,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
I ain't, I just like it at Century 21 in Vision.
Okay, Nikki.
For me, Reggie gave me the opportunity actually to sit, come to the office prior before I even got my license. I would come to events, come to sit in on some trainings, and pretty much kind of just talked about becoming a realtor. And I'm so thankful for that because I wasn't sure what I wanted to do, where I wanted to go. Let me say that. But again, he did make me feel comfortable. It felt right. And also, he's a man of God. So his vision in itself, that's why when we came on board, it was Envision, LLC, Envision Realtor LLC. So his mindset, just caring for people, giving back, community, that's big for me. And that spoke volumes to me.
Yeah.
And at the
Mm-hmm.
beginning, when you're doing real estate, I mean, it's a lot of fees and stuff. And I'll say, like, Reggie was like, well, don't worry about that. I'll take care of that. And I was thankful for that, because again, it's so much that goes into this business. And I always have to shout out Chathan because I love her because being able to glean behind her has made me a better agent. I've only been licensed, I feel like long, but I've only been licensed for 3 years. But she has allowed me to just kind of be under her tutelage, just showing me the ropes, just everything. And when you talked about asking Reggie a lot of questions, oh my gosh, I wear Chathan out. But I've learned so much. And Chathan always tells me, boo, I'm still learning. And she's been in the game for a minute. But it's always great to have her as a mentor, have a Reggie, have a Tyrone, have a Corey. Because again, we love each other. And the thing about it too, all of us want to see each other do well.
Yeah.
I'll say that because it's enough money for everybody,
Yeah.
it really, really is. But I can really say that in our brokerage, everybody is the circle that I know. They want to see everybody win. We rooting each other on. That's what we do. We are
Yeah.
family.
Yeah.
We are family. Reggie invited us into his home, and his wife did. We love them. They love us. So much
Yes.
respect to him always, always.
That's what's up. That's what's up. And I can concur on Reggie by helping out financially in some ways, because Lord knows I probably would have seen y'all probably next year the way these are.
They don't tell you that in school, right? They don't tell you about all the fees.
I'm
Yeah,
telling you, I'm
that's
telling you.
real.
But the reason why I asked y'all that's because and even why I invited him to be on the show is because I know how hard he works and how hard it is to really capture him during a certain time, because he's working, consistently all the time, trying to find something better for us as a whole system, and also being able to do his own deals on top of that and answer questions for his agents that's under him. So people understand it's like a full-time job within a full-time job within a
Yeah.
It's
full-time job
work-life
in this
balance. It's
position.
important.
And I always, I give honor for him for even, treating me to, lunch. And because I had multiple meetings before I met him about, joining when I first passed my test. And me actually sitting down with him at I think this is his favorite spot. I don't know, but Outback, sitting at Outback, and just talking to him. He didn't come with me with no tricks, no flips, no nothing. He said, "Hey, look, you want some wings?" That was his first
Oh, he
couple of
gonna
years.
feed you. He
He
gonna
said, "You
feed
want some
you.
wings?" I said,
He
I
always
gotta do
feed
the
us.
work into this, so sure I do. but when we got to talking, it didn't feel like a business meeting. It felt like, I was talking to somebody who understood me and wanted to build a relationship other than just, I'm your broker, you're my agent, you follow my rules, you listen to what I say, nobody else, and call me when needed, only if it's important, because that's what I felt from a lot of other folks. And I wanted to be somewhere, that was, family oriented, that was understanding of my emotions when I'm stressed out about something, that knows how to calm me down, knows how to talk to me, knows how to let me know it's okay to feel because you're learning. And that's
Yeah.
what I've always felt with him and Tyrone. These are the folks that I've been able to engage with early
Mm-hmm.
on, to know, like, hey, look, everybody starts out rough sometimes. It's
Yeah.
just the way of the
Mm-hmm.
business. You got to set your ground, on solid rock with somewhere, and finding it, it's gonna be all right. So, I'm glad we all have a similar experience coming into Century 21 Envision, and being able to understand that, without, the love of your peers, you really can't be successful in this industry, because, it's enough of, brokerages that's, dog eat dog,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
I know and I understand that, at the end of the day, you put the work in, you got to
Yeah.
put the work in. This ain't no lazy
Oh,
do
not
when
at
you feel
all.
like it type of business. You go out there
Not
and
at all.
hustle, and get the work done. And he
Right.
makes sure that you do that if you want that, because he ain't gonna babysit you. I get that very much.
Yeah. Exactly.
Right.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, but I wanna also ask, because one, because I've had lots of meetings, being able to talk to folks that have an interest or may want to sell their home or anything like that. But have you ever had uh, a bad experience with a client where you was like, you know what, I got to leave. I can't do this, or I don't want to take this person anymore, because there are difficult people out there. Okay, I deal with the
Mhm.
public 24/7, And that that mindset, because people think, oh, there are bad realtors everywhere. Well, I say, well, there are bad clients too. So what experience and how did you deal with that? Because I believe sharing that will show the patience of a realtor, especially in our position where we always have to still care but also be professional, and we feel like it's not for us. We got an extra stage left or right, whatever way we're going. So what experience have you got with that?
Well, I will say this. Recently I had a $1 million client. They was approved for $1 million, and they wanted to sell their home. But when I say they were all over the place, they didn't know where they want to be. They kept adding stuff like, I want 3-car garage. I wanted that. I want this many acres. I want da da da. And it was like really weighing me out. When I first got them, I was like, okay, dang. Oh, I got $1 million client. I got a da da da. And I was trying to accommodate them like a whole lot. But one night I couldn't sleep and I prayed about it. So the next morning I got up and I was like, I called them and I just said, I think we need to part ways. Cause I can't do that. I couldn't be of service to them. It was too much. They was all over the place. And I say all over the place, they know if they want to be in PG County, Charles County, Anne Arundel. You know what I'm saying? And they was running me raggedy. And I can't function like that. And I mean, did it hurt me to have to give up, that client? It did. It did. But I felt like I couldn't be of service to them the way they were. And I had multiple conversations with them like, okay, let's sit down, let's talk in person at Starbucks. Let's talk about this, and that. And they were still all over the place. So we had to part ways. They called me today. Will you take us back? I just said, okay, we'll have a conversation at 9:00 tomorrow morning. But they left. They was going with another realtor too. But apparently it ain't working because they want to have a conversation tomorrow morning. I'm just like, but I will say in this, but you can't help everybody. You're not going to be able to help everybody. And I'd rather say my name, than to have you put my name through the mud, honestly. Right. For real. That's just me.
So I haven't had that experience, but I do have a person who is indecisive too. And she just sent another message about some other stuff. But you just kind of roll with the punches, and again, you have to be patient. It's a lot, but you deal with it because sometimes they don't know what they want to do. She's kind of in between. Should she do this or should she do that? So again, I just kind of have to reassure her, first of all, what is your heart's desire? Why don't you start there? Do you need to consult, your significant other? Let's figure this out because again, you can't waste my time. You can't. And I don't want to waste yours, So you got to be willing to have a conversation with them.
No, and the reason why I even asked you guys is because I try to, like, this is a show of learning, and I want people to understand that we're people too.
Yeah.
We have emotions, we have a life, we have family, we got bills, we got problems, we got all the same stuff that other folks have. Absolutely. And we do the best to serve to the ability that we can serve, with all the things that's crowding us and things that they never will see, never ever will see. And not saying that we'll add on more than what we can handle, but it's the fact that, we are, graciously, taking on their project. We want them to be understanding that we're trying to do the best we can with all of the weight that's on us, because one bad move can trap us in a million ways. And, just being able to hear what you guys were saying, hopefully someone, whoever watches, and right now I see there's a good number of folks that's watching, that you guys understand that we love what we do, but not when it comes to getting abused every day, or every other day or whatever, and making us, feel belittled or any type of way. Because I had a young lady that I went to go meet, and her first couple words is like, don't make me fire you if you breathe wrong towards me, some other stuff. So first of all, I'm a man of God, y'all know that. But I did come out of a life of sin, okay? So I'm trying to stay out of that life. So let's reel it back in, okay? But that mindset, of people always saying that, hey, there are all types of bad real estate. I want them to know there are bad clients as well, and that if you want to be served, all right, you got to first understand serve. You can serve us too by helping us achieve our goals, answering our questions, making sure that we don't have to chase you down to get certain things done or answered. So thank y'all for your honesty and transparency towards that.
Yeah.
I got during these last couple of minutes that we have, there are always someone, because I know I got a sticker on my side of my car with my face and all that stuff on it. Well, not a sticker, but a magnet. Um, and every now and then I get somebody who stops me at the gas station, when I'm on my way to work or whatever. That's like, yo, how do I become a realtor? What is it like? This is one of the reasons why I named it the title that I named it. A realtor's life. And for those that may be watching, that may want or have an interest of becoming a realtor, that has the mindset of piquing their interest, uh, what advice would you give them before they even step foot in the classroom to start their way of becoming what we are today? And like, give them the good, the bad, the ugly. Because I'm a man of transparency. I tell people all the truth. Like, my first couple of words I said, save your money. that's
Yes.
that's always been
That's
my
real talk.
first words I've ever said is, look, you want to do this, save your money, because it's gonna
Yeah.
hit you, and you gonna be like, Lord, and it's gonna put you on a time limit too. So save your money. But coming from you guys, what mindset do you believe that they should have walking into this lifestyle if they want to do this type of work?
Well, you said it. The number one is be financially so, be financially stable, because it's going to take you a little while to get your business to grow. Now, you may have some family members who will give you a chance, and you can, that be your first deal. But it is a lot of money that you have to pay out. You got association fees, you got MLS. I mean, you Century Key. You just have so many fees, brokerage fees. There's a lot that go into that, and they don't tell you that when you're taking the courses. So
Yeah.
that's number one. Mindset is everything. I'll say that you got to have a mindset to win, and put in the work, because real estate is not easy. I say that again. And again, for me, because I am a dual agent, I have to focus on time management. That's my biggest thing, time management, and that whole work-life balance, because that's important for me as well. Because you do want to serve your clients. You do want to make sure you're doing what you can to get them to that closing table, as Chathan mentioned. That's important, but it's a lot of work that goes in between that. Be ready to learn that contract. It's a lot to that. You're not just submitting. It's so much. So I will be real about that. It's a lot. It is rewarding, but it is a lot in the beginning. But once you get your wheels spinning and you get comfortable, you'll be great at it if that's something that you really desire to do.
Well, once you're in it, I'll say this: you're gonna have a lot of sleepless nights. You're gonna be tired. You're gonna be running all around.
Preach to me, Chathan.
And one thing, Saturday we had a sales meeting at our office, and I listened to everybody getting up, introducing themselves. And something that stuck out to me was a lot of people was like, my mentor, Tyrone, my mentor, Corey. I was like, wow, these brothers are really like mentoring these people, like getting them ready to hit the ground. And that really like touched me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I took Nikki under my wing, but that's just one person. These brothers have taken like multiple people. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, That's major to me. So
Yeah.
that night I called both of them. I called Corey and I called Tyrone. I was like, that was major. Like, y'all are mentors to these people and they still producing. Like them
Mhm.
Tyrone and Corey still producing and you mentoring these people. That's a lot of work. It's
Yeah.
a lot of work that goes into being a top producer.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, I take my hat off to them. I really do. I
Mhm.
do. But you're gonna have some sleepless nights, some early mornings. Your spouse might get mad because you got the phone in your hand, y'all in the car. You got to turn the radio down to hear the client. You know what I'm saying? You got the laptop in the bed. You got to get out the bed to go downstairs to the desktop. You know, it's a lot. It's a lot. I've dealt with it all. I've dealt with it all. In 2021, I dealt with it all. I'm telling you, I had. I dealt with it all.
So how often with all of this that comes with this job, how often do you guys kind of relax? Because I know there's a lot of work all throughout the year, but
Mhm.
I think there's a really like when I first met Chathan, I was literally on my way to leave the country for the first time ever, and like I felt so great leaving the area because outside, of me being a realtor, I also run a nonprofit. I also got to work, and it was like everything was just crazy. And I'm
Mhm.
like, this is going to be a great Christmas because I ain't gonna be nowhere near anybody.
Mhm.
Yeah.
My phone can't even get the service. So, but how often do you guys kind of relax your mind a little bit so you can, stay sharp? I believe that's a really important factor in what we do.
As needed.
Mm. That's what's up.
Yes, I'm serious because sometimes, it is a lot. And again, I say for myself because being a dual agent, yes, because you got your family and, I care for my mother. It's a lot of stuff that goes on. So sometimes you just have to kind of break away. That might just mean getting on the treadmill for 30 minutes, a brisk walk.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? You got to do something to keep yourself going because if not, you will be burnt out. You will. You will
Yeah.
be burnt out, and you got a
Yeah.
vacation. You do. You got to take. You got
Mhm.
to break away.
Mhm. You
Shaitan,
do.
what's your input, Shaitan?
You do got to take a vacation. Like in 2021, I worked all year, but December I took the whole month of December off because I needed to refresh myself and get myself, ready for the new year. So I took the whole month off.
Yeah. Well,
Cause
uh,
normally you go on vacation, I'd be on the beach with my laptop, my phone, and my husband be like, "What are you doing? We on vacation."
yeah,
Hmm.
so someone used to take my computer away. and, and I'm like, look, I'm trying to get my deal done. I'm trying to get my deal. but I appreciate you guys' honesty and it's so many more questions I could ask, and most definitely have another session like this. I just kind of wanted to break the ice so people could understand, the lifestyle of a realtor, the mindset that goes through, the realtor, and just being able just to have a simple conversation of learning about how we live and how we really work, like the mindset of just putting in the work for somebody to live in a place where it's just a building, but they're making it a home. And we showed them that experience where, like, hey, look, I know it's rough right now, but we're gonna smooth this out as much as we can for you. We
Mm-hmm.
walk on a lot of spikes so they could walk on top of us sometimes. And
Mm-hmm.
just thank you guys, for just being honest and just giving the truth, and the feeling of your service and being able to just interact with the folks that you have interacted with, because I learn a lot from what I heard from you guys, and just being able to know, like, this ain't no joke. If you want to do this, you can do it, but there's a huge sacrifice a part of it as well, as far as your
Yeah.
time, as far as your mindset, as far as your strength, as far as your ability to get things done in a timely manner. And I think it's very important that we continue to focus in on you know, the quality of ourselves so we can be able to give the best quality to others.
Oh
And
yeah.
Yeah.
so I appreciate you guys. So, real quick, y'all got any, other things you guys want to say? And also make sure that you tell your folks, if they want to reach out to you, the number, Instagram, Facebook, your email, a bird call, whatever y'all do. Smoke signals. Tell them how the people can reach you if they want to work with you.
Well, I'm Chathan Harvin on Facebook. Instagram, I'm at Mrs. Harvin Sells Homes. You can always reach me on the Century 21 Envision website. I'm always available. I'll get back to you as soon as possible, which is normally in a couple hours.
Yeah. That is true. Thank you, Darian, for the opportunity. And also, I always thank Chathan for being such a blessing in my life. But again, for me, I can be, what am I? Nikki Britt, I'm sorry, at home with Nikki J on all social media sites. And I'll say this too, align with align with the right people. Alignment is so important, because you want to be connected with some good people. I love having Chathan. I can't stress it enough. I do. That's my big sis. That girl. That's the coup de grace right there. And I just respect her so much. My husband respects her, and I thank her for always just her time. Again, it's a lot. It's a lot. But I would love to continue to serve people. I can be reached at 202 839 5299. I'm sorry, I got a couple numbers. But just hit me on social media. Nikki Britt, at home with Nikki J. You'll find me. I'm around.
And I do apologize. There is a question that someone did ask off of YouTube. Okay, so they said, is there a shortage? And I'll let y'all go after this. Is there a shortage in the housing market? And if so, how does an agent succeed in this industry? Well, I can say that I know they're doing the recent booklet that I think it's NAR that sends out every month. I think, I'm not sure, or it's a booklet magazine. It's stated that there was a shortage in Maryland about you know there are not enough homes to match the buyers, and I guess with this question is, how does an agent necessarily succeed in an industry that you really can't do what you're pretty much paid to do. So what's your guys' input on that, if you want to share your
Well,
mind?
as a listing agent, I will say this. Yeah, it is a shortage. And like I listed a home last Wednesday in Prince Frederick on a Wednesday. And late on that afternoon, like by 5 or 6 o'clock that evening, I had 7 offers on that one house. On that one house. So when you writing your offer, you have to bring your highest and best offer. You can't be humming and hawing and talking about, okay, are they gonna come back to me and ask for that? No, write your highest and best in the beginning. And it can be frustrating as an agent to keep getting knocked down your offer not getting accepted. But if you do your best in the beginning, hopefully your offer will get accepted. You got to do your highest and best in the beginning. Those contingencies, gotta kind of like leave them out a little bit. Like, I ain't gonna tell you what to leave out, but you gotta leave some of them contingencies out if you want your offer to be accepted. Because that's what they looking at. The seller looking at their bottom line.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Looking at their bottom line. So don't be going there talking about I need 3% closing help. Not in this market. I don't know. So write your highest and best in the beginning.
And as a buyer's agent, you have to you got to be creative. You have to be strategic when it comes to your marketing plan, because you may have to canvas a neighborhood. Let's say your client loves a house in Upper Marlboro, and there's a particular development. You may have to door knock. You may have to go and look. I have a client who's willing to buy your house. Are you willing to sell? You got to really, get in there and do the work. You got to do the work.
And I will also add to that, saying that going back to one of my original statements, save your money.
Yeah.
Being an agent, you have to like really learn how to budget and I've come to a new understanding of the word budget.
Yep.
So that is something that I would put my 2 cents in right there.
Yeah, because
Yep.
once you get that first, you close that first deal, you get that check, you got taxes, you do want to treat yourself, but stack your money for a while,
Yep.
stack
Stack it.
your
You
money.
gonna need it because you're gonna
Hmm.
have some months where you ain't gonna have no deals.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna have to do what we gotta do then. But
But see,
Yep.
with that, you just be creative. You may decide you want to invest. Maybe get you a multi-unit. There's so many ways to make money in real estate. Let me say that. So
yeah,
many ways.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
Yep.
and I believe every agent or every realtor should have some type of investment property.
yeah.
I feel that's me personally. I don't know how everybody else feel, but
Hmm.
because there are always going to be some times where it may be slow or something may hit. We don't know. We don't know what may happen, but we
Yeah.
always want to at least make sure that we protect ourselves during that process.
Yeah.
Um,
Yep.
but yeah, I'm thankful for you guys again, and
I'm thankful for
um,
you.
I'm definitely gonna have y'all again. I'm gonna call Reggie as soon as I get off this. I'm gonna call. But I just thank you guys for just being honest, being real, teaching me, you guys' mindset as being a realtor during this time in this moment in this season, and just being able to hopefully share that knowledge with other folks that may have an interest or may want to work with a realtor or may just want to ask you guys more questions and get to know you guys more, because like this is a family. This is how we work. This is
Hmm.
how we process the mindset of dealing with other agents within our company, and not really holding grudges for anybody or anything, to be able to say, look, this is a place where I feel comfortable with. This is a place where I feel like either as a client or as an agent I can learn. So
Yeah.
I
And
really
have
appreciate
fun.
you guys. I really appreciate you guys for just having fun with me. And once again, guys, if y'all want to reach out to them, they gave the information out. Please reach out to them. They some real folks, and y'all know me. I wouldn't say it if I ain't believe it. So this your boy Darian Cole. We'll see you again next time. Now, quick announcement. Uh, I do have something big coming up next month. I have my first home and investor buying seminar, and it's going to be on a Saturday. I'm working the kinks out real quick, so I'm going to be giving out some COVID home tests, okay, and also I'm working on getting some free produce to be able to serve while doing this at the same time. So
Okay.
Excellent.
let's get this thing
See, it's
popping.
good serving. Yeah.
Because y'all know me, I'm an outreach man.
Yeah.
I was
That's
born and
it.
raised in this. Someone told me use your gift. I said,
That's
hey,
right.
go
That's
out,
it.
get it done.
Absolutely.
So
Walking your
so
purpose.
let's get this done, and I look out for that flyer soon. This your boy Darian Cole, yet again your trustworthy realtor, and I just can't wait to serve you one more time. Uh, thank y'all again, and I'll see
Thank
y'all real
you.
soon.
All
Peace.
right.
Thank you.